And welcome back to the Spoiler Kings. I'm Brian the Grizzly here with Brandman Brandon. We're gonna pull out this Beau Demayo article real quick and let's talk about it and read it and see what the heck is going on. So I have not read it yet. Mama Bear literally just shared it to me. So we're gonna figure out what this stuff is saying. So I'm gonna read it to you guys. You tell me what you guys think. All right, it says these allegations are egregious misconduct are false. Says the former X-Men 97 showrunner Beau Demayo today about the dark cloud of gossip over his sudden pink slip by Marvel Disney from the Emmy-nominated animated series just before his debut earlier this year. Flipping the script, the season scribe called out Marvel for its alleged toxic environment and near criminal working conditions that turn individuals against one another, strokes of paranoia to ensure compliance. Months after DeMayo exits his March, Marvel Disney exclaimed in August that he was fired because of egregious nature of findings in a misconduct probe. Last month, DeMayo said that he would go in part because of some LGBTQ fan art that he reposed, implying strongly such rigidity that is emblematic of the company's inside stance.
Mhm.
Rumors at Disney have swirled around the photos supposedly sent to X-Men 97 colleagues and accusations of getting too touchy with people on X-Men 97. Today, an attorney, Brian Freeman, filed an expedited jury trial seeking compliance in LA Superior Court to have allegedly illegal non-disparagement um, provision
Mhm.
removed from the writer's exit package documents. DeMille took to OnlyFans to call BS on Kevin Feige run Marvel and by Bob Iger led Disney. He said the rumors being spread around online are lies, and these are offensive. But more concerning is that they are it's a smear campaign designed to discredit my credibility in order to cover up the egregious prejudicial misconduct stretching from select crew members on X-Men 97 all the way up to the top at Marvel Studios. The Mail declared in his nearly 30-minute remarks to camera on and often explicit subscription social platform. Okay, and meaning that personality conflicts happen, especially in creative environments like Hollywood. DeMayo also acknowledged that he has long known that he is not everyone's cup of tea. Yet in a
Mhm.
nutshell, DeMayo asserted today that him being gay, black, and open about it at Marvel Studios and was the real issue the company had with him, and they why they tossed him out later. Saw his credits for the upcoming season 2 of Mutant Saga removed. In fact, spotlighting the timeline of this departure, DeMille says that it was only after his initial conversation with Marvel HR that he no longer felt safe at the studio as a gay black man, and that he was shown of the door. No.
Hmm.
As the mayor bluntly said this morning, in the end, the offenses Marvel and others have leaked are designed to distract you from what really offended them. Someone like me dared to speak the truth to people like them. They wanted me to be black stamp of approval on this project. I declined. They wanted to erase aspects of my personality that clashed or proved inconvenient with the misguided narratives they wanted to establish. I declined. They tried to intimidate me with both explicit and implied threats. I was not intimidated. Everything they have done since then has been designed to not just silence me and smear me, but crush me and remind me to know my role. Addressing the minutia of this dismissal from Marvel in the weeks of fallout, DeMille laid down pretty stringent marker for the House of Mouse or the Mouse House. I have the
Mhm.
receipts and the eyewitnesses as long as you are as stop coercing them to lie. You can keep attacking me with lies and misinformation, but uh, we can become the ugliest, most annoying version of that. Or you can start acting like a studio that is worthy of a show like X-Men 97. To that end, the filing today from Freeman makes some pretty harsh claims against the defendant, Marvel Animation State Studios, for trying to shove DeMayo out and shut him up. DeMayo, who intends to detail his prior employment with Marvel via OnlyFans, were witness to an endured rampant discriminatory and harassing conduct during his years-long tenure with the company. Says the 6-page filing in downtown LA today from the liner Freeman Tallyman, plus Cooley LLP co-founder. Well, uh, well aware that DeMayo possessed copious knowledge regarding Marvel's illicit and unsafe employment practices, the company sought to silence DeMayo as part of his forced ouster. Backed by an army of well-versed employment attorneys, Marvel knowingly incorporated an illegal non-disparagement provision designed to muzzle an openly gay black man and restrict his statutory rights. I'm sorry. The complaint adds, and in fact, Marvel invoked this unenforceable provision to justify its nefarious removal of DeMayo's credit on the acclaimed series X-Men '97, specifically to ensure DeMayo would keep his bonus with writing credits. The provision DeMayo's exit NDA states. It says it's the last one. Lender Marvel and artist DeMayo hereby agree to seek the prior approval of Marvel and the substance of any press release, news story, announcement, publicity, or comments to the press relating to the change of relationship between the parties in connection with his settlement agreement. The DeMayo agreement, any of artists' services to Marvel, including um, artist working relationships with anyone artist known to be current or former employees, representative of Marvel or its affiliate companies, the series, or early termination of the DeMayo's agreement. Once the initial mutual approved press release is issued, lender and artist can refer to such request to their initial press release without seeking approval. Further, lender, artist, and Marvel hereby agree that the parties will mutually agree in advance on the date of issuance of any press release, news story, announcement, or publicity relating to the change of the relationship between the parties in connection with the settlement agreement, the DeMayo agreements, and or the early termination of the DeMayo agreements. Lender and artist shall make no disparaging or derogatory statements or remarks concerning the series or Marvel and its affiliate companies. Anyone to be current or former employees of the representatives of Marvel or its affiliated companies in a manner that could reasonably be expected to cause reputational injury in Marvel and its affiliates companies. Wow. Freeman wants the court to strip the NDA. There are only two possible explanations for Marvel and Disney had Beau signed an NDA that obviously violated basic California law. The Hollywood heavyweight attorney told Deadline this morning. Wow. So it goes on, but I'll read this last part. Either incredulously, Marvel and Disney, hundreds of lawyers who advise over 250,000 employees, all just happened to make the mistake, or Marvel knowingly, intentionally attempted to silence Beau so they could have total control as to why he was no longer at Marvel, why he had his credits removed for season 2, and why he was uninvited and to attend the very award show that nominated his hard work for an Emmy. Sorry. Freeman went on to say violating Beau's statutory California law rights will cost Marvel in this case, but more importantly, Marvel can no longer stop the truth from coming out. On the matter of the truth, neither DeMayo or Freeman have named names as of yet. And yet being the operative word here, Disney did not respond to the request for deadline for comments on DeMayo's claims. If and when they do, either directly or in court, this post will be updated. Damn. That's a lot. Basically, that NDA that he signed is not legal, and the wording of it It's not legal in California.
Hmm.
You know, so that's basically what it came down, and they're gonna take Marvel to court for it, and they say they're gonna win. So I mean, that's kind of just where it is. That's a lot, and it's believable because it's Disney, and Disney has done a lot of bad things. But once again, just like before, as I said, we haven't heard Marvel side from this stuff. We don't know where this is going to land. I reserve my overall comments to the end, but I do know, big companies do try to squash little people a lot.
Yeah.
What are your feelings overall?
On one hand, I agree. Um, on the other, I think in a lot of situations like this, the less you say, the better.
Mhm.
Especially if you want another chance at working again in Hollywood. Um, I, if the previous rumors are true about some of the stuff he was allegedly doing, I do think that was a recipe for disaster, and getting let go was probably inevitable if
Mhm.
his behavior behind the scenes was as inappropriate as they're claiming it was. But I think the best damage control that you can do is kind of lay low for a little bit. Um, I'm kind of inclined to say he's doing a little too much at this point.
Mhm.
And it's potentially just digging a deeper hole. But that's just me. What I think about it. Well, just as I'm taking everything that was just read
No, I hear you.
in.
Is it possible that what Marvel said is correct and what Beau Demayo just said is correct?
It could be.
Because I don't see anywhere that he said that the stuff that they claimed that actually happened didn't happen. He said they're
Mhm.
lying, they're liars, but he wasn't very specific about what it is.
Exactly.
I'm thinking the story is going to have more layers to it, and
Mhm.
as we go along, we're going to see a lot more. Um, don't know where this story is going to end, but I do know we haven't heard the last of Marvel, and we definitely haven't heard the last of Beau DeMayo. And I hope
Oh,
it
absolutely.
doesn't ruin the X Men, the series, and its future. I hope it doesn't.